Welcome, Mr. Denome, and welcome to this crypto update. In my last video, I told you guys that retail investors were wiped out, liquidated. So this was the time to actually go long on Bitcoin. And that's basically exactly what happened. Whales made their profits, and now many of them are taking profits. But as you can see, we have had a breakout of this structure to the upside, and now we are retesting that line here. It doesn't mean that it will completely hold, but uh, there's a high chance that we continue this move to the upside. So personally, I'm currently longing Bitcoin because I do believe that we are headed for that upside. But I could be wrong here, obviously, but that's just my bias at the moment. Also, we do have a lot of bullish news that we will cover in this video as well. We will look at the fundamentals, and let's just dig into the data right now. The first piece of news is that 14 United States have now introduced the Bitcoin bill so far, meaning that potentially 14 states will adopt the Bitcoin strategic reserve or crypto strategic reserve, that US states will start buying Bitcoin or crypto as a holding against inflation and for other reasons as well. It doesn't mean that any of these states necessarily passed the law, but this is creating hype around Bitcoin and crypto right now. So that's important. Next, we have a country, Czech Republic, and their national bank has approved the proposal to assess investing in additional asset classes such as Bitcoin. So this does not mean that they will buy Bitcoin. It simply means that they will now think about buying Bitcoin. I hate these kind of wordplays, and it essentially doesn't mean anything, but it probably means something. So I do believe that this is again creating hype for Bitcoin and crypto. But on the other hand, the European Union, which I do believe that Czech Republic is part of, the head of Europe's central bank, Christine Lagarde, is saying that Bitcoin will not enter EU reserves. And she is a massive Euro bull. So she is against all kinds of crypto, all kinds of Bitcoin, all these things. So I'm not surprised by this, but this may mean that she will or EU will torpedo anything that Czech Republic is trying to do with Bitcoin and crypto. So let's see how that goes. I currently don't have my hopes up necessarily that this will pass, but eventually some countries will adopt Bitcoin once again. It seems like that is the course that the world is heading towards, because United States is flip-flopping on its policies all the time, and they are very oppressive with their usage of the dollar as a fighting power against other countries. So Bitcoin as a neutral asset just makes a lot of sense for many countries. Also, it hedges against the inflation potential that United States has for the United States dollar, when they can print it forever as much as they want, and there's no limit to how much they can print. So Bitcoin is a great hedge against that monetary inflation. Then Trump media has invested $250 million into crypto ETFs and more. And currently, the Trump's World Liberty project, it is currently controlling, when we take a look at their on-chain holdings, $412 million worth of crypto. And here you can see Ethereum, currently the value is $204 million. Then you have wrapped Bitcoin here, staked Ethereum. So the total amount of Ethereum in their holdings is $266 million if you combine STETH and ETH together. They have some USDC, USDT, and Tron token as well. Link and Aave are also in their holdings. But overall, their token balances are growing, and as you can see, even just a couple of days ago on January 29th, they increased their Ethereum holdings once again. So even though Ethereum is lagging far behind Bitcoin on growth, uh, it seems like Trump's media group is very bullish on Ethereum, because they do intend to launch World Liberty on Ethereum blockchain. So I don't know exactly what's the full plan here or when they will release this token and the platform, but at least as of now, they are still accumulating more and more assets. And as of now, the World Liberty Fi token sale is still going on. So they are aiming to sell 25 billion tokens out of 100 billion tokens. So again, the insiders will get filthy rich here, but the public is able to buy these tokens as of now. And there's still 1.34 billion tokens to be sold. So let's see if they will be able to sell everything or not. But the sooner they release World Liberty Fi, I think the better it will be. But this is coming at some point. I do expect this is creating a lot of people basically flowing into Bitcoin, flowing into crypto finally when this actually launches. So who knows when that will be? I'm sure insiders know it and they will trade these markets and make a lot of money on it. And we basically just have to uh, ride the waves if we can. And then on the other hand, we do see a lot of stress on the market. So when we look at United States large cap sector, so the magnificent seven stocks, they're currently trading at 2 times the standard deviation above levels last seen since 2001. So this was a bubble territory here, and here this was an internet bubble territory for tech stocks. And take a look at the valuation of tech stocks right now in the United States compared to other stocks in the rest of the world. So this is insanity, obviously, and eventually this will break to the downside. The only question is when. So I don't blame you at all if you don't want to trade this market as of now, because there is a lot of uncertainty. What we can see from the chart is basically anything above this line is bullish in my opinion. So the Bitcoin price may fall down to like even 97k right now to retest these lows. Maybe it can go to 95k even, just fake out this move and then go to the back to the upside. But practically speaking, we cannot go below 89k anymore. If we go below these levels here, that will probably mean that there's going to be a lot of sellers entering the market, and that will take the Bitcoin price way down, maybe even to like 75k or below. So for now, I'm still bullish. Basically, anything anywhere above this. If we fall below it, then I will be waiting and trying to find out where the bottom lies. But as of now, we are obviously bullish. And the reason why I'm saying that this line here is important is when we take a look at Bitcoin structure from before, you can see these lows basically gave us perfect buying opportunities. But once this line was broken to the downside, then we were in a basically bear territory from 16th of August until 21st of October. So that was, 4 months roughly that we were just going sideways here, not really anything going on. Then we entered into a new phase of this bull market, and again we got supported here, we got supported here, and then we tried to push for a new all-time high. We failed it, and from here June 24th until basically November 24th, again roughly 5-6 months here in between, and then we were finally able to break to the upside again. So that's why if we fall below this line here, then we might be expected to either go way down or sideways for a while. So for now, I'm bullish. Obviously, a lot of good news on the on Bitcoin adoption, as well as when we take a look at the fundamentals, they still look strong. So first off, for fundamentals, let's go and take a look at the Ethereum, the ETF inflows. And yesterday we got $588 million of inflows, which was very, very nice after the sell-off here, and to see more and more inflows once again after the FOMC meeting. So let's see if this will continue and how the markets react on Monday once again, because usually Monday and Friday are the joker days for crypto markets. Now, this is good. I hope this will continue. And for order books, currently we are seeing some uh, buyers entering the market once again, which is nice to see. Sometimes when you see this kind of buying action, it can mean two things. First is that this is a local bottom and we shoot for new highs again. We're just seeing this growing, which means that more buyers are basically entering the limit orders, expecting the price to go higher. So this would mean that this is a perfect opportunity to go long once again, in my opinion. But it can also mean that people are foolishly buying here. We try to aim for a new high, we fail making a new high, and then we go lower once again. So not necessarily mean that the price will just shoot up, but it just means that there's buyers active at this price zone here, which is quite nice to see. So like here, we saw buyers entering the market, but then we did not see a continuation at all because sellers basically just took over. So it doesn't necessarily mean that when we see limit orders entering the market here, that the price will continue to go up. We just know that buyers are basically active here. Then when we take a look at liquidation heat map, for this one, this is probably one of the most bullish charts at the moment. We currently see a lot of Bitcoin shorting here at $107,000 and above. So a lot of liquidation levels are to be met here. People, for whatever reason, want to short Bitcoin right now. They think Bitcoin price will not go up here, but because most of the liquidity is up here, that's usually where the price wants to go. So if you're just scalping Bitcoin or doing something like that, maybe this could be a perfect trade setup that you exit your trade here. I don't know, like $108,000 and take your profits there and then wait for a new opportunity. Could be that, but personally, I do eventually expect that we do go and break, and we have another exponential leg to the upside. That's my honest expectation as of now, but that may or may not happen. And then fundamentally speaking, Bitcoin looks again very, very strong. We see more supply leaving exchange reserves once again. So eventually, because this is just growing to the downside and downside and downside, even though Bitcoin is going up, that means some people are buying Bitcoin from exchanges and taking it into private wallets. So fundamentally speaking, this is absolutely, absolutely bullish, and eventually this supply shock will have to hit the markets unless we are heavily being manipulated on. So fundamentally speaking, just at face value, this is bullish in my opinion. Uh, we are seeing more stablecoins being minted, not at a massive scale, but that is good that we do see more stablecoins being minted even at these high prices at the moment. That means that more buyers are probably entering the market. We are not seeing a lot of selling, even though we saw this blip here. Actually, let me refresh this. Actually, I need to do this segment once again. So let's take a look at, yeah, more supplies being leaving and more stable coins are minted, which is nice. And like I said, not really any sell pressure from old wallets here. As you can see, old wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 90 days or even more than 3 years. We're not seeing basically anyone selling their Bitcoin as of now, which means that we are very, very, very primed for breaking new all-time highs once again. So in my opinion, looking at all of this data here, it just seems like Bitcoin actually does want to go to the upside. So that is my bias here. That's why I'm longing. But currently, I do not have my stop losses basically until below, what is it, $93,000. Because this here is a clear breakout area. It's below the liquidity zone of the long liquidations at the moment. So that's why my stop losses are here at $93,000, which means that if price does make and breaks these lows, I will lose a chunk of my capital. But then again, I'm expecting Bitcoin price to go way above here, break new all-time highs, and see where resistance is, and hopefully try to exit on time before we have another pullback to the downside. But all in all, it looks like Bitcoin wants to go to the upside. For altcoins though, again, we did not really get that altcoin bull market as we were hoping at some point of this market cycle. Currently, we are seeing like a potential double top here of price action, like a local double top here on a Bitcoin dominance. And for altcoins, the real problem is that there's just so many of them. And every time there's a new altcoin that gets hype, that is sucking liquidity from the old altcoins on the market. So for altcoin trading, in my opinion, the best altcoins of the market are the ones that Donald Trump's protocol is holding. So Link, Aave, I don't know, ENA, I know a lot of people are bullish on it. It's quite new token. I think they released last year, but I currently don't trade this one. TRX, I think, is a great one because Justin Sun, he has been trying to infiltrate the crypto cabinet of USA. He is the investor of World Liberty, and Tron is hosting most of USDT transactions. And as the market cap of USDT is growing and the transaction count of USDT is growing, all of that means that TRX has more utility. And for all transactions that go through the Tron network, a portion of the transaction fees are used to actually burn TRX, which means that TRX is actually a deflationary token, more deflationary than is Bitcoin. So Tron looks quite strong in my opinion for these reasons, because it actually has a niche, it actually has utility. It's not just for speculation like many other altcoins on the market. Link kind of is similar like Tron, but it's not deflationary as far as I know. So there's that. But all in all, for altcoin markets, it doesn't look that great in my opinion. There's a couple of altcoins like LDO, which I've talked about in the past, that looks great because STETH is the staked Ethereum token managed by the Lido DAO, or the LDO token DAO. So LDO could go up when World Liberty also publishes eventually. So those are basically my altcoin interests as of now, but Bitcoin really seems to be taking the show at the moment. So that's where most of the liquidity or your portfolio probably should be at. Anyway, that's the update for today. And again, if you want to trade these markets, in my opinion, the best exchange on the planet is bybit.com. And if you sign up using my affiliate link, you get 10% discount for your first 30 days. You are eligible for up to $30,000 in welcome rewards. And there's a 500 USDT extra airdrop campaign going on as of now. You simply have to use my affiliate link and click register to claim. The button is somewhere in the pinned comment below. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you on the next one, and bye bye.